Well, one thing that I'm just really curious about, I mean, acknowledging, I mean, that's what you were
Yeah.
talking about. You're
Yeah.
acknowledging that you were frustrated, and then you got angry, and then you were in it. It probably felt like you were drowning. You may still feel like you're drowning. Like, we're not out of this yet, and so we're not here to say, yeah, we're all great. Kori's doing fantastic. Every teacher in America is going to be. No, it's not. But if you could think back to when it was a realization, like, crap, oh man, this is why I'm feeling this way, instead of just going in there reacting to those emotions. When was that moment that you realized, this is the way I'm feeling. It's okay that I'm feeling this way. How did that kind of come to fruition for you?
It took a long time. A long time. I think it was really hard for me to let my pride down and acknowledge that. Because like I said, we can't fix this pandemic, but I kept for months trying to figure out, well, which problem can I fix? And if I can just fix one of them, then it will be better. It won't be
Mm,
perfect, but it'll be better. Right now, I
mm,
was searching for better. And like, no matter how hard I tried in every different avenue, I couldn't figure out any problem that I could fix and truly fix to my standards and my satisfaction. I made things better, but I was like, it's still not right. It's still not, and I don't think I was ever going to fix the problems to really get where I wanted to get. But I think what flipped kind of in my mind was my family and loved ones really reaching out and saying like, hey, we're really worried. Like, this is not you. And I didn't feel like me. And there were some scary moments of like, I just wanted to quit. I was like, I don't know if I can make it this whole year. Like, and I never, like, if you were talking to me 5 years ago, I'm like, who quits? I could not understand teachers who said they cried in their car before work. I could not understand teachers who quit mid-year. And then I was like literally thinking about doing, I cried every day in my car and thinking about quitting. I was like, and my principal, one day I was having a conversation with her and she said, I'm worried about you. She said, don't let this year ruin your career. And that kind of stung because I was like, do you think like I'm bad? But then it wasn't ruin my career. It was, this year is going to ruin my mindset, which would then ruin my passion and my career.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, this year is not worth that. It's not worth you ruining an entire career over it.
mm.
And I was like, you're right. And I don't want to. I don't want to leave because of this. I want to get through this and I want to get back to us being normal and loving my job. And so it was kind of that, how do I get through this then? Me trying to fix it and change it isn't going to work. So what do I need to do to actually get through?
I, a lot of us want to fix one thing, and we think that we can get it at least a little bit better. And everything that you're saying right now, I have felt like I
Oh,
wanted to
100%.
I've wanted to quit. I've had multiple years that way. And I hate that you're going through this during a pandemic. And as corny as it sounds, because anyone who knows Hope and I, and they know you, Kori, we've always just been those super positive, energetic teachers.
Fake
But
it till you make it.
yeah, fake it till you make
Yeah.
it. But at the end of the day, like, I remember I was looking at trying to learn how to be a police officer in Anderson County that one year. And it's happened multiple times. And again, I hate that you're going
And
through
then
it
add a
this year.
pandemic on top of it.
Yeah, and you're going through this right now, but again, positive Polly, whatever. But when we get through this, things happen to us for a reason, obviously, and it's really corny, but at least you'll have that connection with someone down the road, because what we do with Get Your Teach On, Kori, what you do with Get Your Teach On, we interact with those thousands of people, and you know that every single day, and they'll come talk to you, and now you can share a story and say, hey, this is when I was done.
Fortunately, not every teacher is going to have to live through a pandemic.
Amen.
And teach through a pandemic. But, I mean, you're so right that you do find strength in your stories, and your story is going to
It's
help
powerful.
so many people. But again, just so many teachers feeling this year, and with every right and with every reason. And it's so validated. But one of the things that your principal, just kudos to your principal and to teachers out there and to admin, check on your people. And don't just check on your people, check on people who aren't your people, because you've got to pay attention to the signs and to how people are feeling, and no, it's not just enough to say, oh, well, it's just the pandemic, everybody's feeling it. No, there are so many important things going on in people's lives that they just need somebody like Kori, like you said, to reach out and to say, I'm really concerned about you. I'm really worried about you.
Because people like Kori will never tell you that.
No, never. She's going to put on this brave face.
She's strong, she's brave, and she's
Yeah.
super intelligent. She's great at what she does.
But I love the advice that your principal gave you. And I think that it is advice that every single teacher needs to intentionally seek to set for themselves this year. What can I do this year that I can put in place and be sustainable with?